slow-mo streets, us two in these streets, diamonds on my feet, caught up in these talks, circling my head top, should've been more cautious, now I got what I wanted, many I've been here before, made it out of 11 more, like my frontal cortex, so I can't stop, I want it all, listen up, I'm calling you, I need you to tell the truth, remember when you wanted to, remember that I said was you. Turn around, eat your greens. When you fight, but you do real clean. Then you come to the bed and you love real dirty. Everybody sweater drops, you're real keen. Bring it, let me get your juiciest piece. Can't remember when I've had the same please. The shops of the club never had no boundary. How's it gonna be? You wanna eat these centipedes? Where we gonna go? You're gonna need these calories. Giving me a treat to refill these batteries. Then you only them on your knees. There's no way to dream. Ooh, it's sneaking up on you. There's nothing you can do. There's things about the boo. Sneaking up on you, there's nothing you can do, there's things about the boom. I lose control when you do it like that, ain't got you love when I go mad. Got you at the perfect time, I was watching that, you know what you want to do, but I can never be.
There's that Casper cowbell. I got mine too. Gosh, I love cowbell. Nothing like a little Casper cowbell to make your day just a lot more brighter. If you're not a cowbell aficionado, then maybe that's what's missing out of your life. If you're not waking up joyous every morning, ready to hit these markets a running, might I suggest a little cowbell? The life-changing cowbell. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the secret to making life-changing money in this market, it may rely a little bit on some technical skill. It may rely a little bit on having the balls to jump out there to put your money there, but overall, 9 out of 10 experts agree when you back them in the corner and point a gun or some object to their head that cowbell is the true secret. Well, that's a proven fact. Sometimes they even swear to buy cowbell. ladies and gentlemen. The hostess with the mostest, bastiest looking face in the market today. Road Dog Crypto.
For those of you out there that hitting that like button, I sure say thank you very much.
You guys are awesome. You're awesome. I had to dress up for you tonight. A little turkey face tonight. I know, back off. I'm a handsome turkey. I've come to realize this. Can't tell you how many people, men and women alike, just kind of drool all over me. It's freaky, but I've just got that mouth-watering goodness, and let's keep our distance, okay? Keep those condiments away till don't get excited now. Oh, no forks or knives allowed. It's a friendly place. How would we? Should we tell him that he's muted? Oh, man. Did you just troll me? I feel a little trolled. That really does freak me out now. My mic says it's working. All right. Your comment. Touche, Mr. Miles. Touche. Welcome, everyone. How's it going? Shout out to everybody hanging out with me. Got Trey Spot. He was third here. How's it going, Trey? Got Dave P. Came in second. Rising Sun came in the opposite of third. Road Dog Crypto says save 10% on your Tangem wallet with the code word DOG. I've got my two different sets of Tangem wallets. Work with my NFC enabled phone. This is an old phone. Your new phone should work just fine with it. Keeps my crypto nice and safe, and I pull it off them exchanges and putting it on the very secure Tangem wallet. Nobody can get it. Lose the cards, whatever. You ain't touching my crypto because you don't have my numerical code there. You don't got my phone. You definitely ain't got my keys. You ain't eating my crypto, mister. Tangem. And Mr. Miles. Ha! First. Yeah, Mr. Miles was first. Okay. Jackson, hi dog, could you chart QNT? I sure can. Give me a moment just to go over the basics here. Let me get over Bitcoin because Bitcoin's sitting at 64,700 and something. Man, she just came right up to 65,000 and said, okay. Maybe I'll stop here for right now. And here we are. So that's on the 6-minute chart. When we zoom out to the daily, it just looks like a bunch of crap. Until you kind of zoom in a little bit and look at all these lines I got drawn. But basically, we got this big old fat this candle that broke out of this trend line here. Now, that trend line doesn't really match up to anything on this daily time frame, but it does have some relevance on the smaller time frames. Man, you got a messy chart. I got a messy chart that needs to be cleaned up. It do. Or I could just go to another one. It's a little cleaner. All right, so here we are, 12 hour. Well, I meant to stay on the daily. That was interesting. 12 hour had the 200 moving average. The daily has the 50 and the 100. I think we talked about that last night. Man, just being above that 200 was a big deal. Not only did we confirm breaking above that 200 daily candle, we kicked this butt royally. We reclaimed the 21 moving average, flapped over that, man. Been getting rejected over here at this 100, but it looks like this candle might have what it takes to get past it. Some big old candles, some big old movements happening today with Bitcoin. And are we happy about that? Is everybody excited about their bags? Anybody shorting out there that feels kind of pissed off that it went against you and Bitcoin went up another 6% today? From this bottom over here, about 53.5 to where we are now, Bitcoin is reclaimed about 20%. Depending on what kind of leverage you might have on that, would affect any kind of gains that you got, but even just spot alone makes a big, humongous difference. Well, I bet if we pull up my little paper trade here on TradingView, paper trade account, most of those guys are back in the green now. I'm just got 2 accounts 65.7 where that Bitcoin was bought. 65.2. Those are a little under. Overall, this account started out as $100,000. Over here is $300,000 in profit with an account balance of what? 321,000. Equity of 628,000. This is all the paper monopoly money. This is not real. I even got a big. How you doing, Peppy? Where's Peppy? How much am I up on Peppy? That's what. Where you at, Peppy? There you are, Peppy. I'm up $14,000 on Peppy, on a $34,000 position on Peppy. 4 billion Peppy. Bought at 858, and they're at 1222 right now. That's a pretty cool come up for this paper monopoly money. She ain't real, but she's a good place to practice, man. I'm just telling you, TradingView is where it's at. So the daily looks good. We're at a rejection area. I got a yellow line up here. It's a 618 Fibonacci. 65,436. That guy is worth marking. We might not make it past there. But that's okay. It's fine if we get rejected there, come back down. That's cool for Bitcoin. And might we predict where she might come back down to? Okay. Let's go ahead and do that, shall we? Now let's make a note. We have not confirmed the top, okay? We haven't got our little pivot. We haven't started rolling over from here. But we're just going to anticipate that she will play out like this, okay? This is speculation. And I keep drawing the wrong thing, man. Here we go. Swing low to swing high. Now, while we got this as a speculation, and I draw that to that area, I'm looking over here at my fibs, and I'm seeing how well that they relate, and they're relating pretty good. So I'm kind of banking the 65.5-ish in that area. Yeah, well, that'll probably be our local top. I'm willing to jump out there on that. That would have a more of a probability to be true. Just what I'm seeing on the Fibonacci. Doesn't mean she's got to. Doesn't mean she's got to. She might pull something. Might pull a fast one on us. I'm not seeing that one though. I'm seeing that. But again, we have to wait till it's confirmed. But we can get a little idea where she might come back to, and I'm going to guesstimate and say this little guy right here about 60,800, and we'll also look at 59. Whew, I hope you don't. 59,442. We're getting close back to this 200 moving average. At some point, I would expect price to come back and retouch that 200 moving average. May not be anytime soon, but I would say over the next few days to few weeks, we're likely to come back to the 200 moving average area. Keep that in mind. We like to retest those areas, confirm that we got a solid footing before we start taking off to real high areas. That's what I would suggest for this. So take some profit. You know, don't be afraid to pay yourself. You don't go break paying yourself. If you can get in the habit of paying yourself, man, this game goes a lot easier. It really does. You don't have to close all your positions, but you got to pull something out, or you got nothing. You got nothing. So these are two possible areas, and we're just going to make sure that we recognize them as possible. I'm going to put them as dotted lines here, so I know I'm not too serious about that yet. We'll wait for confirmation just to get an idea, but that's what we might be seeing, just based on the daily time frame. Oh, looky here at the... Wow, on the 4 hour, we got Lucy up there. You guys that don't know who Lucy is, well, she's the little devil girl that likes to just take price and just smack her down. So we're in danger of getting our butt smacked up here around 65.5-ish, says Lucy, because our 800 moving average is up there too. Lucy crossed bearish over that one on the 4 hour. So I'm going to stick with this guy about 45.5, a little bit of a pullback, and then we'll see if we can keep going up to 68 from there. This pattern by itself, this falling broadening wedge, or a bullish megaphone as I call it, they do have a good chance to come back and retest the breakout areas, and that's 59. That's right in here in line with the little Fibonacci area. So again, park this information in the back of your mind. Got Road Dog calling for a very possible pullback back to these areas, 59.5, 59.6, maybe 61 if we're lucky just to hold that area. That would be cool too. So good time to be thinking about formulating a plan to start paying yourself. And we'll take a look at Total 3, because this is representing your altcoins and mine. Actually, I'm going to take a look at it over here. Right here on Total 3. And on the 4 hour Total 3, this is the 360 moving average that we've come up and kind of have not yet conquered. Finding a little bit of resistance in that area. Might that correspond to any kind of a trend line? I don't know, maybe-ish. I'm not seeing anything just totally awesome. is telling me she's at quite a stopping point just now. And again, we've got this area about 650. We could technically get all the way up here to the top of this trend line area, but any of these areas where we are now at 631, $651 billion, these are some great areas. This is a good take profit area. I'm just saying, just where you can pay yourself a little bit. We get about another 20 billion coming into the total 3. It's another good place. We get up to 660 billion-ish, somewhere through there. A very good place to start taking some profit on your altcoins, because we're likely to get rejected. Likely to happen here, fellas, because all the moving average have flipped bearish. We're going up, but she flipped bearish. Sorry to say, but the bearish, they are. We got the 800, the 600, the 300, the 200, the 100, the 50. They are all lined bearishly. Now they will try to cross over. I probably attune this to, you know, we talk about when certain moving averages cross, there seems to be, you know, the opposite effect that happens temporarily. So we got Lucy crossing over the 800 moving average right here, and we got price coming up. We said it a lot with the 100 crossing the 200 sometimes, about 2 out of 3 times I see normally. You kind of get that same effect. Overall, this is bearish move, but for right now, it's bullish, and I recommend that we take advantage of it. This is kind of a concerning look on the 4 hour for total 3 that they may be rolling over here before too long. And that's okay. It doesn't mean that we have to totally just go down to the... We could, though. We could drop lower. We could. We haven't hit this area down here at 478 billion. It's technically still on the cards if we make a lower high. Seeing how total 3 broke this main trend line, you know, it was likely we're coming up to retest these areas where we broke out. And that matches up with about 636,000. We're almost there. That, my friends, is a definite warning place to make sure that you've taken some profit. Because the likelihood of us coming up and getting rejected at the place where we lost this trend line is likely to be where we might roll over. Throwing that out there ahead of time so that here in a day or two, so what happened to my altcoins? Everything was going so good, and now what happened? Well, this may be what might happen. Just throwing it out there. We got to keep our eyes on it. So things looking really good now in profit. After this stream, I'm going to look at my bags and see, I'm going to pull some. I'm going to pull some. And that's my game plan. All right, so that's kind of what I'm seeing in the market here. And right now things are pumping. It feels good. Bags are making a comeback. I've almost regained all my losses from where we started losing it. Where was it on Bitcoin? When we started losing stuff around here, we're not even back up there. And I'm just like this close to I may even have it now that we got up higher. So things are going fairly decent. And then I've got my CoinEx account over here, and let's go over here to the futures, see how they are doing. Refresh that little page there and see how we're doing over here. So this account, 8x leverage. Let me get to where I can show what's going on. I like to be transparent about what I'm doing. So I got 8x leverage trade going on here. I got 0.1834 Bitcoin. My average entry after adding in and taking little profits and adding back in, my average entry right now is 58,785. Not bad from where we are, especially we're at 64,000. Nice. So I got my fingers dug into a fairly decent place. Trying not to add very much to it because I don't want to blow my entry anymore. I want to give it some more room because we just talked about the possibility she may be coming back down to these areas one more time. She could. And I've got $1,300 in gains, 99% profits here. And, you know, I said it was a good place to take profit, and it's just so much easier for me to do on my phone. I'm going to go ahead and do just a little bit of that live here. Come on. And not very much. I'm just going to take just a little bit. 0.022 is what that's about $127 out of this Not quite 10%, but I'm taking a little bit. We may go up a little bit before this happens, so. Gotcha on that one. Let me get the other little guy. Close position. This one I'll take 0.0012. I'm selling 800 contracts, about 10%. So I'm taking about 10%. I just took about 10% on both of these positions here. So refresh that so she'll show up. You did work, right? I should have done it. I believe that went through. If it didn't, I'll be checking on this last time. But my plans are to definitely be taking profit here. I think it did, didn't it? I can't tell. 0.01614. Yeah, I think it did. And 0.8. Yeah, I believe it did. All right. So yeah, now it moves my profit up to it was like 99%. And when I take profit, it makes it look like, oh, you got more profit to take. You're at 113%. Each exchange is kind of different. You got to kind of get used to it. That one fooled me for a little while over here on CoinEx, but that's cool. So let's go over and let's go. So this account's been doing pretty decent lately, right? I mean, I've added to her. I don't know what my base is right now. And I know that I've not made up all the losses that I've had, but this is a nice little comeback. And I'm almost up to 0.1 Bitcoin. Yes, that was the hardest thing for me to lose. Still behind on dollars, but on Bitcoin, I've been doing really good on that. And that's the main thing I want to get. Show my profit and loss here, just to be parent. Last 7 days, I have got $3,288 with 8x leverage. That's it. Well, that's it. And if we go back for 90 days, I'm almost recovered. I'm only down $1,200. Man, I lost my butt. I lost over $6,000. Liquidated. Ow! And now it's almost made up. Almost made up with this one little move. Wow, that's amazing. Look. This number actually went up. Yay. And that's what a good system, a good plan, which crossed my fingers, it did work out. There were some times I'm like, oh my gosh. There was some times I honestly sweat bullets, but the plan was in place. The plan was initiated. It was executed and it got results. And that's what I think trading is. All right, so let's get into altcoins and start talking about them. I'm through with all the transparency stuff and all the algorithm stuffy stuff. And what is this? I lost my screen. Look, it's gone. All right, so we had a request. Let's go check them out. Pull up the chat one more time here. We need a drunk TA channel. There's a gap in the market. Some of them do drink while they do TA. Or they used to. I used to see them like that. I've had a gummy stream before. And Jackson says Q. Okay, Q and T, I believe is what it was. All right, we'll do Q and T next. IA. And there's Celinda. Where's the CMA gap from Friday? I know. It may still be coming though, because it looked like what I just saw in Bitcoin looked like it would be taking us back down, and that should be about where that area is. So that's a good question, and that's a valid question because they didn't feel that, have they? I do want to look at that. That's a good Celinda on the ball. Girl, I got a feeling you're gonna nail it. You're gonna nail it. Yeah, right there. You can't miss that gap. And so technically, I think we just have to come down to this. Yeah, about those same areas. It looks like, we're 50 to 100. Like I said, the moving averages, they're not ready for us to rock and roll just yet. And the daily, look, the 9 moving average is still down at 50. So we've got signs saying we can definitely come back and fill that gap. really easy. I'm not so sure we have to come all the way back down to the candle body, but we can get into these wick areas, I believe. So yeah, 58.8 still on the table as far as I'm concerned, and this is a good area. That's why I'm saying, man, it's a good time to take a little profit. So after the stream, like I just said, I'll be going over my altcoins and figuring out what I can kind of take profit on. And because if we do, man, there can be some shorts for the brave. I don't really like shorting in a bullish market, which overall we are overall, and it can turn against us, just like you did on these guys trying to short the bottom, right? That's when everybody wants to short, when you're at the bottom for some reason. Everybody wants to long when you're at the top. That's just how it goes. But that could be another 10% move, and just depending on your leverage, man, you can make anywhere from 20 to 100% gains pretty easily there, or more, depending on how crazy you are with leverage. Crazy leverage is off my menu anymore. I just I don't want to lose anymore. I want to win, and lowering the leverage is all I needed to do. It makes my system. That was the little tweak thing that I had to tweak in my little system. I didn't have my spread big enough, but lowering the leverage lets me get my spread. And now we rocking, baby. We rocking. We doing good. All right, so let's go ahead and get into Q&T. Quant, see how she's doing. Q&T is coming in at $79, and she got down to 63. Looking good to me. I think she's qualifying for a possible breakout here. Let's see if I can tighten up this line, figure this little guy out. Lay it right on top of that, and we're not quite there yet. Not quite yet. Not quite there yet. And depending on how you interpret this pattern, I would interpret it with where you got the most touches. And it's a slightly broadening falling wedge or just a downward channel. It's got a good chance to break up. So first we got to get past 83. That's going to be the first zone that I've got to see recovered. That might be a hiccup. And then from there, we've got to come up to 96. And looks like she's tried. Don't expect something like that, you're very well likely to get something kind of, weird that takes a little while, just edges up a little. We give a little, take a little, give a little, take a little, because that's just what this one likes to do. I'm right in there with you, so I feel your pain, brother. I feel your pain. The stable coin, this $100 stable coin has lost its peg and is down to $80. I'd just be happy she got up to 150. Then I wouldn't feel like such a loser. But that is one of my spot margin bags on that place, so she's gonna be all right. Spot margin, if you've heard me talking about it. I did put out a video on the channel for the members. If you have a membership stream, how do we get to Road Tokyo? How do you get there? How do you get home? You lost your road dog. I can't find your channel. Road dog. Crypto. Hey, look, there's my turkey face. Guys, if you've never been to my channel, I don't know, we're just going to briefly touch here because I've got all these, I got a video section, the live stream section, chart school. These are my first videos that I came out with. This is the old school. This one has the filter known as, is that your face for real? Oh God, that's why you wear a filter. And I got these playlists, members only. That's the one I want to bring up right here. The members only section over here. Oh hell, I can't show it. What? Don't play. So the members only section. That's where I put the videos. Can we go there? View fuel. Yeah, here we go. I've got there's lots of alpha over here, and for those of you guys that either are gifted a free membership or do the $3 thing a month, I appreciate that. I want to give back to you guys, and I'm not trying to do that. I go over my a lot about my spot margin portfolio strategy and what I'm doing, and I updated that today with this video down here at the very bottom that you can't see because I can't get it up there. But went over what I've done, how exactly I made this comeback, and started regaining my losses. I broke it all down and everything, and showing P&L and all that stuff, and being transparent about what I'm doing. So if not everybody out there claiming to be a pro trader does that. I'm not a pro trader, but I am a full-time trader. This is all I do. This and the YouTube thing. So QNT's got a little stuff it needs to take care of, but she's going to. Meme coins have been popping off. We're going to take a look at some meme coins real quick. Because Mavia, Heroes of Mavia, what's she doing, man? We don't need the daily on this. Probably need like the 1 hour. This is where the excitement is. She's had some pretty nice moves there, man. She went parabolic. And if you'd been on our footsie trading group on OnlyFans, you would have known about this and capitalized on this screen too. And you could be in the money for 365% gains. I'm just bullshitting. She got up 47% from the breakout here when she left these moving averages. I'm going to turn those little guys off. So Mavia doing pretty well. Is she at a point of resistance? Yes, she is. Yes, she is. She got rejected at the 618. Great place to take profits on Mavia if you hadn't already. Probably on most of these meme coins. We are at a top point on total 3 where we could roll over just shortly. I'm just saying. I'm going to pay myself after the stream tonight. It is my goal. We'll just leave Mavia at that and then check out Velo. It's not a meme coin, but she's been popping today. Velo Oku coin. Look at that. Look at that at the 618. Oh my gosh. Did you? No, tell me it's not. You nailed it? Let's you get that target. Did you say it was going to go to 10 cents and it went to 10 cents? How did you ever figure that out? That's a 618 Fibonacci. Oh, that's 618 Fibonacci. She got it, man. She's getting rejected from there. And we got a trend line. Also, rejection right there. And if you connect the dots, we've got a little bit of a rising kind of structure there, which these are normally kind of a little bearish. So just saying, great time to pay yourself a little bit, 5%, 10%, 25%, 50%, all the percent, I don't know, some kind of percent, so you don't end up just riding the roller coaster down. Round trip it. We don't want to round trip it. You don't make your money round tripping. You make your money by scooping out some of that profit on the way up and on the way down. And Floki just made a higher high. God bless Floki. She's at 0.00189. Go Floki. It's your birthday. Go Floki. It's your birthday. I gotta zoom out for Floki. What are we looking at? I'm just gonna clear Floki off because this just looks weird. Let's drag this over and see what that idea was. Oh, did you look at that? Buy zones from over here was also the buy zone from over here, basically-ish. All right, clear all this out so we can make some new sense out of Floki. Oh my God, is that a cup and handle? How many nicknames do you need? How many nicknames do you need? Sammy Squeeze Play. They call me. And they don't call you Jack. You call yourself. Silly. They call me Road Dog, the Psychic.
No, they don't, silly. Is you saying that? What that bullshit?
Hey man, if you spit it out there so long, you tell a lie for so long or something, people start believing it, and you know. Well, they call me so-and-so. And you finally get people to call you so-and-so. Well, I guess he wants to be called. If you say you know nothing but the fact of your own ignorance, I find that interesting. Do you need some special attention? Nothing wrong with that at all. I just don't understand the behaviors that I see on YouTube sometimes. So 0.0026, 0.0029, just right under 3 for Floki, could be on the radar. Lost this main trend line. She may be coming up for some kind of bearish retest. I would always look wherever price fell from there, make a little line there, and count that as a good spot, because the way this works, price comes back for a retest, can come right to the price where it broke the trend line, the major trend line. That could be the retest rollover right there. And I bet if I pull my fibs back up, there's probably something there, right? No? Well, I'm shocked. I'm just shocked. I'd still look at that number right there, 0.00022. We're at 0.000189. If you're in Floki and like a Floki, I don't know. She look like she's doing some stuff, bouncing off that 200 daily moving average. Another one that's up today is Popcat. That little meme coin. I'd say, wow, you are up. Oh, look. Would it be? Could it possibly be a measured move got hit yesterday? And then a 127 Fibonacci got hit today. Did we? Could we? Did we call it? Could it have possibly been? Did we nail it? Did we? We pick out reversal areas where points can go to and do what they're supposed to do at those areas, which is reverse. She could be doing that right now. That's all we do. That's all I do. Ichimoku Cloud says, man, this one I might have a lot more coming though. So what we need to do now, since I think I'm cool with those targets. Are you cool with those targets? Because I can't read this chart anymore. I can either erase it or I could just clear it all off. Maybe I'll just erase these little things for Bobcat. Keep the TA. Oh crap! I'm supposed to take pictures. All right. Sorry, I forgot I was doing that now. Now that this is for the algorithm. Algorithm likes this for some reason. I don't know why. And then we take a picture of it. Oh yeah, we got to put gains. Come down from 0 and put the gains so you can say, look, 600% gains. That's what the big dogs do, the big boys. That's what I'm looking for. This is reasonable right here. It's about 67%, 68% there. Or 70% gains, really. Particular. We're going to take a little picture of that and just post it on the vanity wall. I'm just going to copy the image and post it over there. Put this over on... I'm trying to document this stuff. Just... Oh, I can't find the percent. Boomer? Oh well, nailed it. I'm just gonna put buy my feet pics. Buy my feet pics. That's just a running joke. All right, let's go back to the chat. See what you guys want to take a look at. Looked at the ones I want to look at. Your turn. What you guys up to? Man, you guys are chatty Cathy's. What's going up? Mr. Mouse says we gonna go up. That's what George says. Gonna go up. Crypto 420 says, let's go. Let's effing go. You won't break my bullish sentiment, says Mr. Miles. I don't want to break it. Road Dog works for BlackRock and wants us all to sell our Bitcoin. Don't listen. Only if you sell it to me. I just want to buy it cheap, though. Unless you're selling a bit for him for Caspa. If you do that, well done. Joe says, I'm playing safe. Stay at home. Don't have enough for bail money. Happy birthday, Joe. It is Joe's birthday today. Joe will trade into Vision. Go check him out. He was on Trading Wars today. If you didn't catch it at 1 p.m. He did good. He did good. He came out to winner today on Trading Wars. Been drinking that special lemon water. So honored that you showed love when I was on TradingView. You're the best. Hey, man, they're supporting my dog. My road dog. They're ready to ride with you, dog. That's what road dogs do. They ride with you. Watching multiple live streams. Crypto Face just gave me a shout out. Oh, cool. Awesome. Yeah, I think he's got a big ass trade going on. Notice he used reasonable leverage. Big ass position. That's where all the money's made. He can do a big ass position, and that's why his number go up. Just a sensible leverage. I think he uses about 7-8x most of the time. DP said if FD was still in profit, then I came in second. What? If he was in the negative, then I was first, but I'm so happy I was in the top 3. Oh, you came out green. That's all you had to do, right? DP says, just call me for dinner. Appreciate you, Joe. Hey, there's Grimmer. How's it going, Grimmer? How's it going in Germany? Speaking of Germany, they sold off. It's gone. It's over. And that's how it affected us. We a lot of the FUD come in to really help excite that fear and help those prices get down. But as usual, it turned out to be all bought up by, seems to be a lot by BlackRock, who likes to buy up everything. Larry Fink just coming out today, just being all excited about Bitcoin. The sentiment is changing. The market is changing, and I'm glad, because it was getting kind of rough there for a while. It was. Yeah, me looking at things and wondering, oh my gosh, you know, are you sure that your plan is in place? Can you handle it if we go to, you know, I'm sitting, man, I did some stupid stuff earlier, and it's kind of making it look kind of, ooh, but now we got to turn around, and here we are, man. So far as a turnaround. Even from the man who makes crazy predictions every once in a while, it's not yet confirmed, and the prediction is only that. It's just a prediction. Anybody can make a prediction. I predict cash will go to $200 tomorrow. It doesn't mean it's going to. If you have time, Brett. Okay, yeah, let's check out Brett. Oh, I got time. I'll do whatever coins you guys want to go to. Because you guys quit recommending them. I got pages of, I'll throw mine up there. Brett, nice. Okay, from just at 10 cents. Now she's back at 14.60. Nice. Let's get rid of that. That's bugging me. All right, so she broke this major trend line. Quite possible that this trend line will also be her resistance, maybe 17, 18 cents. To kind of determine this, all I do is kind of put my price label just right above the trend line, right above the candle. So if the candle gets real bullish and goes straight up, well, there's my target. And you just got to look along the trend line for that idea. And that's a good idea that she'll come up and retest. Now she can, like we talked about, bearish retest. We're at this area where she might roll over here. I don't see it on this particular time frame just yet, but that is always a possibility, and she's finding some rejection right there, right? So we'll look at that idea, but the biggest thing I want to look at right now is kind of go with our new information. And I'm going to go from actual bodies, candle bodies. That's my thing. I just think you get more reliable information with candle bodies than you do from the wicks. And it's also telling us that we are at an area of resistance there. And then we identify the channel that we're in, and I'm satisfied with it wicking down here and the bodies coming down here and touch it, that this is a good representation of the accumulation channel that we are in, and she might just roll over from here without making it up there. She can come all the way back down to this area, 0.097. Doesn't have to, though. Let's go down to a smaller time frame, see what we got here. Oh, nice on the 4 hour. 4 hours looking fairly decent. She's still got some, you know, she's not ready to just haul off just yet, but the Ichimoku cloud over here likes this. She's like, yeah, give me some more of this up stuff. I likes it. But still, I see a good chance for it to roll back over and kind of catch back down here, maybe about 12 cents. Any of these areas over here where 9 moving average is lining up is also lining up with the top of these candle bodies over here. So that's a pretty good place. This is a nice little support resistance flip area just right here, right above our 100 moving average. So that would be nice. See if we can thicken this guy up and mark him. And I bet if I pulled a Fibonacci from swing high to swing low, we probably got a little something coming in somewhere. Our 618 comes in right at that nice little area too, right here. Don't want to forget that guy. So 12.4 might be back on the radar after, you know, a pullback. I say this because our moving averages have not crossed over yet. They are still flipped to the downside. Even though price is going up, you know, the moving averages have not caught up with price yet. So it's going to take a lot of going up to start getting them to start flipping areas. But we're at a good place to start seeing that. So it's a good first start. It's also a good place to start thinking about peeling off of some of that, especially if you got in on some of these bottoms over here. So looking good. As far as that idea goes, I don't foresee a breakout just quite yet. And we can look at that idea and go with this wedge pattern. Might give her a little bit more up there, but still, these other moving averages are going to wear down. Let's see what we got going on with our indicators. Indicators, if you want to look at that, stochastics are kind of topped out. That's an early warning signal that, hey man, things are getting kind of overheated. Doesn't mean necessarily sell, because look, our wave, momentum wave. I keep wanting to call it wave table. Our momentum wave, man, she's still got some room to go. Look how thick that is, that little white section here. She don't look like she's ready to bend over just yet. And money flow just flipped green. So that means that pullbacks to the downside at this point is not going to be as far down. We're a little bit more bullish right now. We're still a little bit more bullish right now. So the pullback she gets, I don't think will be that bad still. 12 cents. Seems to be a reasonable place. And then this guy right here about 13. That one may hold. That's got a good chance to hold right there. So Brett, nice. I'd love to see Brett go back about 20 cents. That would be awesome. And to do it, Brett. Notice my Brett bags was up a little bit. All right, so now we got to add this. This is our new trend line. Trend lines spell out our new channel. And we possibly, I'm not really seeing, there's a little something through here. But we're going to, you know, look at this. Oh, actually, there is something right there. I'm surprised about that. That's interesting. We're going to look at this idea. It's got to play out. We don't have nearly enough touches here, in my personal opinion, to make this a valid trend line. But this is an idea that says that 24, 25 cent Brett is still on the table. We've already got it fibbed out there. We've already got the targets. We've already got a measure move to 28 cents. We just got to wait for it to start playing out. This channel idea that we just now formulated helps that start coming into play here. We're on the bottom of it. I just need to go to the top of it. So that's what I see for Brett. Root is still at a juicy bottom, says Sam Webb. This one's not ringing a bell to me. Why is that? The Root Network, or is it Root Protocol? This is the Root Network. This is Root on KuCoin. I'm going to assume this is it. Because I've looked at it before. Apparently. I guess. Oh, it's at a bottom. What kind of bottom is it? No, we anticipated a zero line here, which did not happen. That one, okay, here is one where I did the little speculation play and I put my fibs and I said, yeah, that looks like that could be our bottom because of where fibs line up. And they do, they line up nice, but it wasn't our bottom. So it wasn't, so that technique didn't, it failed. Well, I mean, it lines up. I would still guess that thing again. I would still make the same choices on that one again, just based on what I told. But we did a support resistance flip, so you know that technique, remember, is a speculative play, and we called it as such. But Have we bottomed out now? We technically don't know. So now I go back and look at my fibs, and they don't line up nearly as nicely as what they did before. There is some lining up there, but I was, I was basically about sold on that idea.
Well, you suck, road dog. That didn't work. You didn't nail it.
You're not going to point for me anymore. Don't make me cry on stream. All right, so what do we got? So that did not satisfy me, to say. So I'm saying swing low to swing high, get that whole move. Here's a 786. I guess, where did I pull it from last time? Where would I have gotten that? Okay. Well, anyway, still do things the same way that I do, because the system works for me. Oh, that's the wrong color. That's the wrong color. All right, so we're at 786 area. Now, we haven't reclaimed it just yet. And I'm pretty confident with how I got my fibs pulled in there and got them measured out. So if we don't reclaim it, then that puts this area at 0.019 on the table. If we do get that altcoin pullback, we might see it. This one's not showing as much strength as some of the other ones. But she is at an area. If we reclaim this one, then this one could, it might be the bottom. That 119 starting to come into play though. So rather than anticipate where she might go and whatever, we'll just stick with the fibs that we got as the levels. You can do that too. I think pulling your fib from a swing high to the new swing confirmed low will give you more accurate targets, but these still identify levels of support and resistance that still have some accuracy to them. So 5.5 cents, if we can make it past this 3.2 area, could be on the radar. And that's not a bad come up from 3 cents. That's a pretty good come up. Shoot, that's 70% there. Not bad. But yeah, she did fall below this area that I was looking for her to hold. Really thought that it would. You're wrong, road dog. You suck. I was wrong. My confirmation, my speculative confirmation, let me down. I did not pull that fib. Yes, you did. I saw you. Look at the turkey. What the hell? All right. Mr. Miles says, about crypto cinema, first they ignore you, then they laugh at you, and then they fight you, and then you win. Will this be a second stream where Road Dogg doesn't chart Casper? I thought, did we not? I think I'm so used to looking at it all the time that I don't realize when I don't. All right, let's see what we got. 4 hour. How about 1 hour? Can we see that better? Oh, look. Could that be a measured move going up to 18.2 cents? Did she happen to... Oh, I don't know. Did she nail it? Well, it's not perfect. Does it have to be perfect to get rich? To make money? Remember, measure moves are always a zone. That's not to save face. That's just how you should always leave every fib line, every line you draw. Remember, there's a big fuzzy cloud right around it. It's cool when they come and just nail the little line, but are you here to see if you can just nail the little line the price is going to go to on a chart? Or are you here to actually like put money in the market and then take money out somewhere around those lines? That's what we got to do. So cool. I claim that. Nailed it. Oh crap, you got to take a picture. Right. Forgot to take a picture. Oh shoot. But then you got to move this guy over. This guy is, I don't know what that is. And how do you do this again? You boomer! Hurry up, people are waiting. Nailed it. I'll rush to take a picture of me with it because I want to do. That's horrible. I have something to admit to everyone. I cannot smile for pictures. When I try to smile for pictures, it looks horrible. Also, when people take pictures of me, my eyes are always closed. I don't understand why that happens. But it's like I see the flash, I close my eyes, and then the picture comes out with a blank, with me blinking every time. The flash makes me blink, and I blink, and then I'm blinking in other pictures. I am not photogenic. Therefore, I'm a turkey tonight. And copy the image. We'll post it over there as another nailed it. What is this one? This is Caspa. I want to find that stream where I did it was in March. I called the date and price for one and it actually hit. Now that's rare and I don't do that very often. I don't jump out there for that very often, but that was one that I documented and I got to find that. I want to put that on my little vanity section. Just for the freaking algorithm. I don't know. I guess you got to build a resume. I was like, well, what have you called? Because I'm not out here saying, called it. Look what I called. Join my, I'm not doing that. I don't go put it on Twitter. We just have fun with it here on the show. Casper. Nailed it. It's fun to say nailed it though. I won't lie. It's fun to say. Nailed it. So now Casper, are we going to make it to 18.6? Because that's the next area I've got you at right there. Well, I had to higher targets. I'm still waiting for these guys, man. 0.22, 0.23, 0.25 are coming. Not going to change. Not going to change it. Not going to change it. Not going to change it. Can't wait till we can say nailed it for that. That'd be cool. Those are some good nail it targets, though. They really are. So, Caspa, doing good. I've got a little take profit thing. I'm just taking a little bit on the way up. Caspa likes to go up and then she likes to come down and hang her hat. And then she likes to go up and then she likes to come down and hang around. And she likes to go up, come down and hang around. So I figure she'll probably go up and then she'll probably come back down to some point and hang around. And I like to buy her when she hangs around. I don't know, maybe it's cruel. I just kind of like to be around her when she's kind of in the dumps and don't feel good and looks all kind of scruffy and everything. Like she's been put up, rode too hard and put up wet. For some reason, she just looks sexy to me then. Sucker. I'm a sucker for cheap coins. Looked at OLAS lately? I have not. And Grimmer said, yes, we'll take a look at that one too. Let's take a look at OLAS. This is on Big Cat. Oh, I don't know OLAS. Okay, I remember talking about this one. A little bit, briefly. I don't think I'm in this one though. I might have been at one time. What happened to you? Oh. That's not looking yummy to me. Can't say that I'm a fan of this one. That might be a play here. I mean, yeah, if you can make up some gains, you definitely got some targets to shoot for and stuff, but is she through dropping? Because for this whole bull run, she looks like she's just been coming down and to the right, and well, that can't be juicy. If I've got the right one here, I would say, where are you? Oh man, that 386 at 165 area. I gotta see something get above that, man. This one looks a little frightening, but then again, when you buy when everybody's scared, nibble maybe if that's, you know, if you're sold on the project. Let's see, is OLAS. Let's see what Tokenmetrics says about it. OLAS. I don't know OLAS. So we're between strong sell and sell on trader function over here. Let's see, the market cap is 61 million. Fully diluted valuation is 755 million. Wow, that's a lot. 43 million circulating supply, 43.6. 538 million total supply. Maximum supply, it says, is 0. It's a unified network of off-chain services such as automation, oracles, and co-owned AI. That's interesting. It offers a composable stack for building these services and a protocol for incentivizing their creation. Auto no less uniquely enables the operation of these services in a co-owned and decentralized manner. Okay, let's check out investor summary over here. So she's between sell and neutral there on Tokenmetrics. Oh, I don't have oh, you're not giving me the valuation grade, whether she's overvalued or undervalued. She's kind of in the overvalued range right now, even though she's at a low. Fundamental grade comes in at 67%, so that might be something. Don't know that I've really uncovered anything noteworthy here on this, other than at $1.40 that still thinks that she's overpriced. So take that for what you might. I'm not really sure what to make of that myself, other than she just keeps coming down, so they're not the only one that thinks she's overpriced. You really need to see a series of higher highs and higher lows. And that wouldn't be getting in at the cheapest, but that would at least be getting in on the trend. And that means a lot, really. She's trying, but not quite there yet. Let's check out BIS, B-I-I-S. This is on KuCoin. And how's this one doing? I think this is one that Grimmer mines, if I remember right. And 4 hours, she's made it up above the 200 moving average, lost it, but she's trying to recover that, so that's cool. Let's get my squiggles off the line here. Oh, gotta baste the turkey. Oh, rotate me. Flip me over. Pat me on the head. Rub the turkey bottom. Going to zoom out to the daily. Above the 9, can't argue that. Love that. I find this interesting, the setup on the Ichimoku cloud, because this is not normally what you see, and I find it really interesting because it doesn't look bearish to me at all. Because anywhere you got the cloud, price can touch it, and if the cloud is way above price, especially the green cloud coming in way back over here. I don't know if you can see it because I don't have it turned on very well, but there's a little sliver of green that really just comes up right here and then kind of fills out a little bit right over here. Very tiny. Usually when you're in the cloud, on any time frame, if you're beneath it, it's negative. But the red clouds like to snatch you through them. And if they're thin, they may not hold you. If they're thick, they usually can hold you in it and spit you on the other side. But it looks like we're going to go. It looks like we're getting ready to go for a wild ride on this. I wouldn't say it's today, tomorrow. It may be a week or two away, but looks like maybe something like this might be happening here toward the end of the month, middle or end of the month. I would look at Bitcoin week when that happens out, because that seems to be lining up. That's lining up right with this green thing, so it'll probably be right before. So I would be looking about that third week of July for a possibility of getting the move that you might be been waiting for on that. Now, I hope I'm right on that. I hope I'm not wrong, but the Ichimoku cloud is just saying, I mean, it's saying 0.008, which is a 2x from where we are right now. So in my opinion, that's what you got going on. Remember, you did have a breakout from a channel, retested the breakout area right here. Right there, that little price zone, and then that's the area that we found support on to normally go up from here. There's a lot of sell pressure right now in these daily wicks to, I wouldn't say a lot, but it's more recognizable on those wicks price, trying to keep the price down. But I find that really interesting with that cloud. I want to see how this plays out, just so I've got a reference for when I see this again. I want to know what to look for. And I've seen it before, but I don't have a reference in mind, but it should be something bullish. It should be nice. So that's what I see out of this one. Grimmer needs to break 0.00410 on the 4-hour time frame. You buy Casper some flowers when she's down in the dumps. Just Sam. You're still not suddenly charging these against Bitcoin. You suck, Roda. You mean Casper against Bitcoin? It's because you didn't ask about Casper against Bitcoin. You got to specify. I've got some degrees of intuition, but I cannot read minds. All right, so 9 cross 21, bearishly, Casper. Oh no, is she going to give it up? I got a trend line that we should be retesting right now. I don't know if we may break back into it. It's possible. It's also possible she just wants to keep going up from here. That's what we really want, right? So this is the major trend line here. What can we color that? Can we color it green? Make it real thick. So I'm watching for this guy to break, and also for this top trend line to break. Both of them are holding so far, so we got that. Keep in mind our local pattern that we got is kind of a rising channel or megaphone pattern, however you want to look at it. They're normally bearish, but when they play inside, you know, bouncing between the walls there, it can be fun. Can we go to 367 Satoshis? That would be cool. We're sitting at 79 Satoshis right now. Not bad, not bad, not bad. I kind of like the way it looks myself. It looks like it could go up more. Look at the cup and handle. What? No, say it's not so. Nice scallop patterns. Nice. What's it going to make a shoulder head? Dude. Does she need to? Is she reversing? Because it's a reversal pattern. Looks like if she's going up, she doesn't need to reverse to the upside, does she? Pattern trading doesn't have to be complicated, but it's a lot easier if you break things down into the 3 categories. You have bottom and reversal patterns. You have continuation patterns. It means if you see them and price is going one way, they'll probably continue in that way. It's coming down and has this pattern, well, it'll probably continue down the other way. And then you have top patterns, which is kind of the mirror image of the bottom patterns. They work the same. And I see a lot of confusion when we start putting bottom and top patterns as continuation patterns or continuation patterns as bottoms and tops, and we start mixing them up. I see that done quite more than you would expect. And, you know, I guess, you know, you see somebody was one YouTuber do it and you thought, well, it must be okay. And I guess it spreads that way. I don't know, but that's one thing that I see with pattern traders. I've noticed that a lot. It doesn't fit within my definition, nor does it fit within Thomas Bukowski, because that's who I line my definitions up with. But I'd recommend patternside.com if you're a pattern trader and really want to get the alpha on how it works and how to use it effectively, instead of whatever your, you know, morning guru out there that's all excited and think they know everything. Most of them are pretty cool. Most of them have good fundamentals, but even still, I see some things that go against what. This is your traditional TA right here. Thomas Bukowski's. This is your textbook, in my personal opinion. I just think this is a good groundwork. When you go to school, you go to college, you got your textbooks that give you your foundation of your education in your field. I consider Thomas Bukowski's Encyclopedia Chart Patterns that textbook that you need for chart patterns. If you have not been through that, you don't, or even through his patternsite.com, if you're, you know, just even to look at the patterns as you come across them and need them to learn about them, it's a good way to learn. If you're not appreciating the information that he's breaking down to give you to figure out if this pattern is valid or not, or if it has a likelihood to play out the way that you expected or the way that some guru said that it would, you know, this is your alpha right here. Hopefully it will change your life as much as it's changed mine. That's why I'm just talking about him, and it's a free site because he's that kind of guy. If you want to give him money and pay for the book, fine. If not, go to his free site. He's that kind of guy, and I like him. I hope to meet him someday. Grimmer says, I'm looking to take some profits at 0.006, get my investment money out. There you go. I figure if it sells off at 0.007, my sell order at 0.006 will get filled. As it always sells off so fast, I gotta make my sell orders lower than actual target. Yeah, good plan, good plan. Joe says, Mr. Miles, you're so funny. Mr. Miles is funny. Joe says, Celinda, XRP will go to $500 and $39.57, hodling this to be rich. Joe says, I have XRP, but don't tell traders that have been in the space longer than 18 days because they understand XRP. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. Let's take a look at XRP. I've got it over in spot margin. I move mine over there. I'm like, we're just sitting here doing nothing, and it's tanking, and it's got to do something better at some point. So I think that was a good call. So I've doubled that bag while she was down here at these bottoms. So that one's doing all right. I think I still got a little bit more I can put over there. I haven't put everything over there. I still got some Zilliqa I'm waiting to get unstaked, and some NIR I'm waiting to get unstaked to move over to spot margin while prices are still. Hopefully, maybe if we get a pullback, if we do that CME gap and prices come back down again, I don't know if it will, but it looks possible. That'd be a chance. Ooh, I like that idea. I'm feeling much better. Life is so much better when your bags are not hurting as bad. And hopefully you guys are seeing recovery. Are you guys seeing recovery in your bags? Or are you feeling better about it? Are you if you went into drawdown, meaning you're going to the negative for a little bit, or you lose some of that profit, more, on your HODL bags, is it starting to come back for you? Because my things have shifted, and the way I normally track that would be with my HODL wallets, but those things have kind of changed a little bit. So now I got to find a different way to track it. But what I do have is bounced back kind of nice. And hopefully that's a general sentiment on the whole market. I'm sure that's the lemon water talking, but I'll take it. Joe says my bags are still down, but I don't care. I'll just buy more. Oh, they're starting to come up a little bit. They're starting to look better, so I like that. I still want my ASM to pop off. To the upside, please, says Sam. ASM, a simple protocol. What happened to you? Who did this to you? Were we speculating again here? Is that? Well, this is invalidated. All my fib lines are invalidated because we broke lower than where we were anticipating the bottom could be. So this is no longer good. Let's see what happened. Swing low. Swing high. You went below that line, baby. Oh, sucks when you do that. They don't normally go below the 886. I mean, that's usually the last place we bounce. It usually is. But there's never a guarantee that it will. Never a guarantee that it will. And here we go. So now we got well, crap, that didn't happen. And this is where it's not any more fun, because that means she could be coming all the way. You got this choice. She's either coming back to ground zero or going into the negative. One or the other. Let's hope that ground zero will save her at 0.008-ish. Because that's where she seems to want to go. Is there anything else telling us that she's going there? Well, that's not very clear. Oh, we're at a 1618 right now. That's interesting from that little leg. Snowballs, I don't know, I wouldn't say a snowball's chance in hell. Maybe she will recover and get back above this area. Maybe right now this is going to be the resistance point. That area she just lost at 0.27. No bueno. So until we confirm a bottom, there's no use of trying to pull a fib from swing high to swing low, because it will just be speculation. I'll draw targets and we'll come back in a few days and find she goes lower to 8, and it's like, you suck, road dog. Yeah, I've already sucked enough on these today, so the ones that did not do the speculative play. So we'll just have to see what she does. But that's nice there on the daily that she's above the moving average, the non-moving average, and the 21. We're trying to take the 21. So there's a little bit. I like the 4 hour. Once you get past the 200 moving on the average on the 4 hour, you're usually pretty safe. That's usually a really good sign, and you can usually see it reflected on the daily. Those two go together really well. The daily and the 4 hour, in my opinion. ASM, still got some work to do on this one. That's a big range between there too. If you look to the left for any support resistance areas, there is a little support resistance flip area right here. It might do something. I don't know how strong it will hold, but it at 1.468. So we'll have to check back on this little guy. Mr. Miles says, also, how do you feel about using on-chain metrics in your TA? I'm cool with it. I just don't do it because, well, I'm not that familiar with the on-chain metrics. I don't really play around with, what is it, Glass? Oh, crap, I can't even remember the place. Or Arkham. I've been thinking about playing around with Arkham Intelligence in some of those places, but I just, I seem to get all the information that I need to do what I need to do on my end just by the charts and what I do. Now, I will watch other people that go over that stuff just to take in that information, store it in the back of my mind and everything, but it doesn't, it wouldn't really affect what I do on my charts because I would still come up with the same TA regardless of what the on-chain metrics say. You would have to see, well, does it complement and, do they correlate with each other? Is there, a connection? Can we connect any dots between them or what? And that's how I would look at it. But I do like the on-chain stuff. It's very important. Love it. It's just, it's not my thing, but I do like to listen to it. Jason says, Andy on ETH. Andy on ETH. They got it on MexC. Oh, nice. Look at that. Got the little come up. We got that same situation we had on a lot of altcoins. Same situation, man. Okay, so it's a good time to take profit, especially if you add it to your bags down here. And here's why. Price lost this major trend line at this price, 0.00015-ish. Kind of the same area we're at now. This is a great place for it to get rejected. Same price that it's like a bearish retest of the price it lost its trend line. That's what I'm looking at. That could be happening. 200 moving averages up here giving it some rejection. All the other moving averages are nowhere ready to flip bullish and go to flip these 200 moving average now. So that implies that number go up. Number come back down a little bit. Now, normally we look for a 618 retracement at 0.5 or a 0.5 retracement for this nice, big, strong move. Dow theory says a 0.5 retracement should hit it. And experience says, well, a 618 could also hit it just as well. 618 has a lot of confluence there. So generally, I'm looking for these two areas right off the rip. And I would not, because this could be a deeper retracement. 21 moving average is also coming down here at the 786. So these are the main areas. And if it were me, if I'm building a bag, I look for things like this. If I'm trying to build a bag, build a position, and I pyramid my orders on this. And what that means is that if I have $100, I would put $10 here. I would put $20 here. I would put $30 here. And I would put $40 at a lower price. That would take up my $100. And as price comes down and wiggles through here, maybe we pick up $30 and bounce. Maybe I get my dream, we come down and we pick up $60 and get the 10, the 20, and the 30. Don't get the 40. That's fine. So I've got a $60 position and we start bouncing and getting up. And once we confirm a bounce, then I can add some of this 40. Maybe all the 40, maybe just part of it. Add to it, may wait for a pullback to add to it. Build my positions that way, but I'm layering in small orders down to bigger orders. 4, 3, 2, 1. Great numbers to look at for that. I don't know. Let's have an alpha period. Shall we have an alpha period? If you had $1,000 and wanted to divide it into 4 spots, how would you do it? Would you go equally? Might be advantage to that. But if you pyramid it, and price comes down and dips out, you're in profit sooner because you're putting the biggest weighted orders on the lowest amount of price. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, or 4, 3, 2, 1 is a great way to divide up an even number like 100, 200, or 100. You can do it on multiples if you want to use the math, or 1,000. So for $1,000, it would be 400, 300, 200, and 100. Or I did it upside down for this pyramid, but if you understand what I'm talking about there. So I think that's kind of an interesting way to layer in with that little strategy. That helps to keep me from buying too much too high. But ironically, lets me buy a lot at the lows if we ever get there. And sometimes we don't always get there. And that's okay. Don't have to. And still build that bag just fine without it. I can't get it. Glassnode, that's the one. Yeah. That's why I hang around. That's why I watch George a lot. I trust what he comes up with Glassnode and things like that. That's what kind of put him on the market with the, what was it? FP pool? Back in 2020, I think, 2021. Sam Webb says, SMT swarm markets. Jason says, I like the triangle method, sir, Crypto Dog. Well, I'm glad I was able to share something that somebody got some use out of. That's the kind of feedback I need. That way it lets me know what kinds of things I need to share. So thank you for that. I actually appreciate that. Because there's some more goodies like that. I just gotta pick them out of my brain and share them. I just gotta find out when they're relevant to share. I seem to have lost my train of thought. We were looking at something. We were looking at a coin. What was it? SMT. This one does not. Swarm markets. I'm not familiar with this one. But you're looking good on the 4 hour above the 200. Oh, nice crosses. This is what the other coins we were looking at earlier weren't showing. They weren't showing other moving averages crossing above the 200. They were all just hanging around down at the bottom, just waiting for price to come back and say hi. Because the average of the price is still down at the bottoms, and if you got an average of something, well, that's probably where it's going to hang around the most. This seems to be the average level of my drinking. So I was hanging down there until that was a sorry example. But you cleared this area. That's good. Look at that. This one looks better than some of the other ones we looked at earlier. It does. Even though she's still not out of the woods yet, she's still got some stuff to definitely recover. They got some things to battle through. I guess that's how I should say it. Oh yeah, she does. Yeah, she's not out of the woods yet, but we got a new trend line structure going on. And I'm going to go ahead and see if we got any kind of angles happening. Ooh, what's that? That's interesting. Lining up just where she is now. I think what else can we get here? Oh, I'm not quite sold on this just yet. I mean, there might be something there, but it's not very clean. You kind of have to squint and turn your head and everything to kind of see anything. Maybe if I go to a bigger time frame, it might clear up some of it. Let's go to a big one, like a 3 minute or 3 day. That might be. But then I've got to tighten. Okay, yeah. So to me, this is just kind of speculative. That's just, I'm not getting clear enough signals there. So I'll put my fibs, because you know my fibs don't lie. They're like Shakira's hips. They just don't lie. And unlike 58. So coming from a bottom area, that's the first place I'd look for is a 58 cent. And we're sitting at 49. That's not bad. Not bad, but she is below this. I got a horizontal line. I can't remember putting that there. Where did that come from? What time frame? Okay, gotcha. Kinda, sorta. Anyway, you're above it here. That looks good. 58 cents, I think, could be coming. If you're looking at, I'm here on the 8 hour. Just happened where I happened to click over, but even here we got a 200 moving average coming up there. That's a little bit of confidence for that area. I would consider that. I like it. You're above the 100 moving average here. Possibility to go up there, I think. And if not, I mean, if not, we probably just hang around where we are, about 47 cents. Looks like it likes to hang around here. 45, 46, maybe go sideways a little bit. If we can't get bullish to get up there just yet. I'm not seeing a sign of her coming, you know, back down to the bottom of the trend line or anything, because it seems like she really respects this area right now. But ask a few indicators and get their input, and they're saying, hell no, I'm ready to take her down. She's going down, man. What are you talking about, Road Dog? But we got money flowing the green, so any down, I don't think will be that severe. We'll probably end up playing red light, green light on this particular indicator, just alternating buy and sell signals. Ichimoku Cloud, I think, has got the best insight here because she's saying she's just getting ready to go. So on this 8 hour time frame, there might be a little sideways, little things, but Ichimoku Cloud's saying there might be a bigger move. Just waiting to happen when she gets through consolidating. And my first stop again is 58 cents. Crypto 470 says Turbo. That one's been rocking today, hasn't it? Turbo. Not breakout. Look at you. And you got some volume with it. A little bit. It's kind of trailing off if price goes up. Some people see that as being weakness in this move. Could be. Stochastics are kind of up in the high. Momentum wave. It looks like it's still got some juice in it though. Not out of the woods yet on this one. I like this though. I like how price is coming up, and then this 100 moving average is starting to curve around a little bit rather than trying to cross negatively over there and flip-flop our 5 moving average strategy, because that would be bearish. So it may be making a Hail Mary as we speak. Ichimoku Cloud's getting kind of thin, drawing us up into a thicker section. Kind of tells me that we can kind of make some ground, but might kind of, you know, give back a little bit. But it looks like we might have beginning of a breakout here. See if we can get anything better on a bigger time frame. Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, I definitely consider that. This looks better on the daily. It's more of a channel, more defined channel. Angles look more in line there. I like that better too. I've got a Fibonacci 618 up here at 0.0072. That's my next target I've got. If we can go up there from where we are, that's another 75% gains. Not really sold on that we're going to do it, but I would look at this 50 moving average area about 0.005 because it looks like that one is going to be a little bit of a headache. We may not make it past it, or we may go with flying colors. 200, 150 up and to the right, those are good. It might actually make it past that. It might do it. We'll just put a caution tag here. Just be cautious, 0.005. Might take a little bit of profit. She might go on through it. Next area would be about 0.006 at the support resistance area. So we'll just mark that one over there with the white line. A few other areas that you can look to take profit at. From where we are right now, getting up to that area is about 38% profit. And up to the 618 area is about 66. Take a little while to get to that 618 area though. I want to redo that just to make sure, because I think sometimes it's good to go back and look at where you got your fib pulls. Make sure you pulled them right, nothing changed. 'Cause sometimes I come back and things look a little different, and I don't like that. All right, so it's in the right place. Good. Okay. Nothing wrong with double checking things. Strega! Kind of interested to see what WIF is doing. She's at 220 right now. 219. Don't have a line or anything drawn there. Don't know what's going on with that. Somebody was lazy, didn't put lines in, so I guess we're not going to count those. Let's see what we can figure out. That's kind of a deal here we're coming up to. Trend line, retested it, and now we got new information. We can put it this way. Nice! Not quite perfect, but close enough. Actually, that works pretty good. Candle bodies, candle wicks, we got our touches. Would we have enough? 1, 2, 3. I'll count that as 2. 3 on one side, 2 on the other. That's what Thomas Bukowski says. You need to have a valid pattern. Your touch line should have 2 touches on one side, 3 touches on the other to have a valid pattern if you're drawing your trend lines. Otherwise, you may be disappointed with your expected outcome. Alright, that looks cool. We'll just do a little fib pull, make sure we got it. Okay, everything's lined up. Yeah, I'll stick with all that. 239, 309, 353, possible out of whiff. Come on, Whiffy. And which one do we know? Ooh, have we looked at that? I've looked at that one. This one has been doing really good. Really good. Like, really, really good. This is OM Mantra DAO. Just broke out of a channel. yeah. This is the one that's supposed to be layering out of right now. This is the game plan. I think we did that, right? She still looks like she want to do something. So look, we talked about how I would place my orders, and this was basically like that 4, 3, 2, 1 kind of idea, pyramiding. Up here. I remember one night we were going over a live stream. I was like, this is how I'm planning on playing it. And that one has done really good. Alright, so measure move for this channel. It's a very basic measure move. Tells us where we can go. Put it at the breakout. Comes right up here, right with this fib line, baby. Do it. I'll go with that. Let me straighten that line. It's dotted. Let's put a line on it. Okay. I'll just right there. Of course, my fib's not lined up with anything, so I can't go by my fib. But let me put it here. Swing high, swing low. Huh. I would expect a hiccup right here at 1.39. Ah, and look, that's exactly where we wicked up to. The beauty of the fibs. That's a 618 fib, and that's where she should have reversed from. Technically, for this move, that one should be over. She should be retesting and coming back for a retest this trend line about 110 before going on. Doesn't mean she will, but that's what we look for, what I look for, what typically should happen. And another idea would just be still look at the bottom of the trend line we're on. Should be coming back down to it. She's too far away from your base trend line, too far to get in. The closer she gets back to this trend line, the safer it is to get in my opinion. Ichimoku Cloud likes this one. She's not ready to stop anytime soon. So breaking to the upside of a bearish pattern like this one did, they usually lead to a parabolic move. So we might be in the very first stages of OM going on up to about $2 or something soon. So interesting play there. I'd like to zoom out just a little bit on the daily and get a feel for, yeah, what we're looking at. And it looks like we're kind of forming a channel idea, so definitely can come back to the bottom of the channels. There's a 90-cent target, might come back into play there around the 618 at 86. Those ideas are still on the table, but right now, as long as we're staying above this trend line, it's hopeful that Nova could still, after maybe a pullback, still go up, in my opinion. She's got the good old green light here. Well, she's had it a couple of days now, confirmed there on the daily. Money flow in the green. Still, she did reach a top target for her little short leg, so I expect to pull back before we actually go any further than that. And how's she looking on, say, the 15-minute? Are you ready to give it up? Now, this should be showing the first signs of, you know, that reversal. And a long wick right there was a first sign. 15-minute, we got a little bit of a trend line that we could follow to see if she breaks it. So those are some ideas to look as far as playing this little guy. And oh wow, you still respecting this secondary trend line. She hadn't lost the ghost there yet. Maybe she's doing it now. OM, that's an interesting one to follow there. God says 11:34. I'm about to turn into a pumpkin, from a turkey to a pumpkin. Oh, and then there it happened. Oh, wow. Well, thank you for hanging out with me. We went over a lot of coins tonight. Congratulations on the market. Congratulations if your bags are coming up. Things are starting to look nice. Let's hope it continues. Today was Monday. Tomorrow's Tuesday. Might be a false move Monday. They might take us back down tomorrow. I don't know. I don't know. Be cautious, but also be happy. Is that Osmos coming in at... Look at you, Osmosis. Look at you. Making a little bit of a comeback there. You still down low, but you on the bottom of the trend line. I like you, Osmosis. All your moving averages here on the daily flip bearish, but you know, it's time for you to regain some ground. 73 cents. You going to come back? Come on, Osmo. Let's do it, baby. Let's get you back up to $10. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I will see you tomorrow. Until then, happy trading. Legend has it the road dog sleeps in that bandana. It sure smells like it.
Make you look like you're so ice, ice, ice. You won't make it to the finish line. Now if you gotta know the truth was gonna let you go. You was fine, never mind, unpredictable. Feet eye off the ground, you ain't no one. You a star, blow it up like supernova. In the nighttime, hit my hotline. Sharing secrets, you wish really was part your life. Basic bullets.
Like Brett Michaels, never take it off.
You know you're begging for my notice. Promise you're the same.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, John.